Hi all! I'm with you again, teacher and saxophonist Andrei Stepanov Lucky Sax. As always, I'm glad to see each of you watching the 10th lesson of my jazz improvisation course for beginners on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave your questions in the comments and I will try to answer each of you. Many videos were sent to me in private messages. I'm very pleased with your achievements. Each of you is a great fellow, and we continue to move forward, just like our online course student Anastasia. She has already successfully mastered the previous topic movement in thirds. Let's listen to her version of improvisation. Brilliant! Anastasia continues to amaze with her achievements. And we move on to a new topic. Previously, you've played with even durations, half notes, quarter notes, eighth notes. This is important and useful for the basics. But it's time to take a new step toward meeting your skill. And we will master a new technique, triplets. Let's remember what triplets are. A triplet is a group of 3 notes of the same duration, with a total playing time equal on 2 notes of the same duration. Eighth and quarter triplets are most common. Eighth triplets are 3 notes played on 1 metronome beat, and quarter triplets are 3 notes played on 2 beats of your metronome. Like the previous topics, you can practice this technique by combining it with other methods of improvisation that are already familiar to you. Let's start with direct movement through the scale. Also, triplets need to be practiced using our movement by thirds technique. Listen to how our music has changed. Don't forget to practice this technique, combining it with all the technical moves you've learned. For example, using triad movement, our example would sound like this. By combining various technical techniques, your improvisation will sound brighter and more colorful. Don't be afraid to be bold, improvise every time. Another brave improviser of our course, Vitaly, has successfully worked with the material from the previous lesson and is ready to show you his successes. Don't forget to support our young improviser in the comments. Well done, Vitaly! As I said at the beginning of the lesson, in addition to eighth notes, quarter triplets are also often found. Don't neglect them. Let's try to make a variant with these durations too. Once we've explored the different uses of triplets, we can begin to incorporate them into our improvisation. Let me show you my example first, and then you can try to play your own. It is worth understanding that, as with previous techniques, so with triplets, it is very important to accurately apply this element. By adding triplets between direct movements along the scale or through thirds, you will significantly decrease the sound of your improvisation. Don't be afraid. Try to perform your own improvisation using all the examples you've learned. Well done! Let's add another interesting topic, a note with a dot. The dots increase the duration of the sound by half the duration. If you encounter a half note with a dot, you must play it with 3 metronome beats. And if you come across a quarter note with a dot, then it will be equal to a quarter note and an eighth note. You can become familiar with this duration option by listening to the following musical example. It is important to understand that music cannot always begin with the first strong beat. Sometimes a melody, especially a jazz one, can begin with a pause, which also adds sharpness and interest to the sound of the melody. I will show you one simple exercise, by playing which you will be able to understand and feel the possible variety of melody. The rhythm will immediately become sharper, and the expressive part will become more voluminous. Let's try! Great! You have mastered enough techniques to try to combine them all. Now I will show you a fairly common combination that even the most outstanding masters use in improvisations. It consists of the following sequence: dotted quarter note, eighth note, and triplet. Listen to this combination based on our musical example. In addition to the dotted quarter note, you can start the phrase on a weak beat after the eighth rest. This technique can also decorate your improvisation. Listen to how much more interesting our musical phrase has become. Don't be afraid to experiment. Apply either all or just a few of the technical methods you know in one musical sentence. Let's start improvising. I'm sure that having mastered all the techniques you have learned, your improvisation will become really cooler than before. Work on yourself, grow on yourself, and you yourself will be surprised at your success. By the way, a student of our online course, Evgeny, doesn't stop in self-development and has very well mastered the option of improvisation with thirds. I suggest you familiarize yourself with his version of improvisation. Thank you, Evgeny. I really like your deliberate approach to our tasks. This approach is the key to success. At the end of the lesson, as always, I will give you another important advice. Don't play everything you know in one solo. Take your time and plan your solo ahead. Try to visualize the solo. Decorate it with ups and downs, fast and slow passages, loud and quiet sound, alternating tension and rest. Set the goal of resolving tension throughout your solo. Listen to recordings of jazz masters. It develops your imagination and contributes to the birth of ideas. Music is played to be listened to. Today in the description of the video, I left a list of jazz pianists. Listen to at least one composition of each of them. Don't be afraid to experiment and be the creator of your own music. Subscribe to our channel so as not to miss the new episode of our jazz improvisation course for beginners. Bye bye!